They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give. This is Montgomery. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. He was a solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Complete to number
Allen Robinson, 28 yards. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, 49ers nothing.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Raheem Mostert.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got three down. Motion, watch 10. Check.
They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And he's got some space here. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 66 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. It's complete to Robinson.
Trubisky.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down.
And 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. 11. Pin the mirrors back and go full street. I got you. Check 59.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here comes Cohen. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bears take over
at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
On first down, it's Montgomery. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On third down, Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 18. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And off comes to Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 19-yard line.
He's checking.
On second down, Trubisky. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Richard Sherman.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mohamed Sanu. As the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Bears 10. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Run to the sideline and incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
11.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Intended for George.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They will run again with Coleman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle made.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, gun!
Garoppolo looks to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
I've got you. I've got you. Show it up. Show it up. 12, fellas. Here we go. Check safety. Check safety.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Come on.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Deebo Samuel.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The tackle. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd.
They try again with Cohen. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. Back now here in Santa Clara. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I got it. Mike.
On play action, now Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel on the touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 20, Bears 17.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
34-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
And he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
We go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
4th down and 1.
The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This to almost certainly win the football game. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now it's Trubisky. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80! Watch the screen, watch the screen. 59 mark, check, 59.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Mostert, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw of OT for Garoppolo. Oh, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
49ers, 31-yard line.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. can Trubisky do here in overtime? And that will be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal.